Okay, now we're here recording, I think. Um, anyway, riding with Killer. And I was showing everybody when I thought I'd press the record button. We got the big red girl put back together, and really it wasn't too much difficulty. She's down on solid ground now. Look at all that tread I get to use up. It's a Michelin Commander 3, in my humble opinion, the best tire made for big bikes right now. They're not super sticky, but they're not slick. They're not so hard they won't get traction, but yet they're hard enough they, get mileage. There's my new pulley, and there's my belt. What we were talking about was belt tension, and I'm trying to figure if that's enough slack in it. I think it is, see, because I can turn it, so I think it's enough slack. I might still need to adjust and align it up a little bit. I think I'm like a half a notch off. The only real issue I got with her now, other than the fact I found out why the turn signal didn't work. Turn signal quit working, well, because the damn wire fell off of it during the wiring harness fire a couple years ago. It burnt the wire up, and that's why the turn signal only intermittently worked. There's Buddy Dog. We put him out. He gardened his yard, king of the yard there. There's the Sportster, Amy. She got all wet with the big storms. I was up in Iowa, and it was actually snow flurrying in Iowa and Nebraska up there a little bit. It really didn't stick much, but it was there enough that you knew it was there. I got taken, try to clean the trailer, power wash it or something. We used to haul race bikes in that and stuff. No, getting back to Red here, the back brake rotor, the actual rotor is pretty thin. So I'm thinking I get her through that tire, which will be about this 2020 fall, be maybe the spring of 2022 when she gets another new back tire. She'll get a front tire this spring. See, because I'm down now to that's my front tire. I still got tread, but it's getting there. So we're going to pull the front tire off in the spring, put new Michelin on it, and put new brake pads on the front, and maybe brake lines. Them brake lines have been there going on 15 years. So, as you can tell, the weather, it's kind of a dreary, dark, dank fall day. And if I do any regular blogging later on at williamkillermiller.com, all one word, it will we'll be taking the pickup probably. Although today would be a great day to test the new rain suit, wouldn't it? My only problem with actually doing that is I don't mind wearing a rain suit, but I really don't like squishing through people's places of business and stuff with wet boots, wet leathers, and wet rain suit, unless I just get caught out and have to. And when you got to, you got to. There's the other cover. See, we got to get another cover for the Sportster. This one just kind of gave up. So we got to get that rectified. I'd like to rectify it by putting up a garage. But anyway, the big red girl is back up. We're going to try to knock out at least half a year's worth of riding. I started that thing in November 1st of last year, where for a year, how many days could I ride? And my goal was to get right at about 250. I don't think I'm going to make it because between now and December 1st, I've got 16 days, something like that, 15, 16, 14, somewhere. Today's the 18th. I got 18, 11, 12, 13, something like that, days. And I'm at day 173. So at the most I could get is 186, which would leave me almost half of the year riding, which ain't too bad, but I've always tried to get like 250 days in. This year we had a deal where we were like playing swap bikes. That's part of the reason why Amy Bronson was bought as a spare for the big red girl. I bought my bike a bike. That's what I tell everybody. And up until we got a little bit of money come around, we were hurting on that end. Didn't have a vehicle. I had the old big brown Ford, and that was a piece of junk. And it was being worked on by numerous people who couldn't figure things out. And so we bought the Sportster. Thankfully, I was able to borrow a bike. We bought the Sportster while Red was in the shop, and then we got both of them lined up. Now, she's got a bum starter. She's next on the list. And I'm kind of debating if when I put the bum starter, when I fix it, since I got to pull the primary off anyway to do it, and because with the new ones you do, it ain't like the old ones where you can just, undo 2 bolts and slide it all out. Now, this one you have to undo the primary. Whether or not I'm just going to try to get me a new chrome primary or take that one and get it chromed while it's off. And since I got to pull the exhaust off to get the starter out too, I'd like to just go ahead and get my pipe put on it, but that all costs money, and it's getting up on the holiday season. So we might be bump starting that one for a while when we take it. And doing things like that. Now, don't forget, Riding Whip Killer is having a Christmas food and toy drive at TJ's Bar in Peevely, Missouri, right there on 67 Highway. Shout out to TJ's. You may have to wear a mask. I don't know right now what the guidelines are going to be. Jefferson County right now, Jefferson County, Missouri, doesn't have a mask mandate. I will say this much. If you want to come and you want to wear a mask because you'd feel better, go ahead. Ain't nobody going to mask shame you. Ain't nobody going to tell you, oh, you need to wear one. If you don't want to wear one, we're full-grown adults. Yeah, I know there are times where it would be better to wear one. There are times where I'm forced to wear one. And with this COVID thing out there, and it is real, folks, it ain't a fake thing made up by the media or politicians. And on that point, politicians really, truly need to shut the hell up about it. They're not scientists. They're not doctors. They're not people looking to try to find a cure for it. They're politicians. Let them do what they do best, which is not science. Stay the hell out of that and let the scientists figure out a cure for the COVID. Anyway, when we get all that took care of, there is going to be the food and toy drive at TJ's on December the 12th. It's a Saturday from 1 p.m. till 6 p.m. I expect to see a lot of people there other than the people that I kind of hope not to see there. And people who know me know who I'm talking about. But that's all I'll say. Everybody's welcome. Clubs are welcome. In fact, I expect to see all my club people there. Any club is welcome. Come on, bring something. All the food and toys and things that we're going to try to have Santa, and I hope the real one, and maybe even a spare one. I don't know. We'll have 2 Santas. Who knows? I'm putting calls into the elf workers union to get my elves lined up, and got to pay them union wage, but I got to get my elves. And all of that, and we're going to have, hopefully somebody will provide music. If not, I'll sing, which will run everybody away. But we'll get this all lined up. We'll get it all going. The food, or the toys and the food, are going to go to the Heart of the Apostles Fellowship Church's mission statement deal, things that they do. They know what they're going to do with it. All we're going to do is raise it. And if anybody would like to donate, we're not going to have an auction per se. I know people love to hear me talk, but we're not going to sit up there and auction crap off. It's going to be right there on top of the holiday season. You need your money to go buy holiday stuff. We're not going to go auction stuff off. But if anybody would like to bring a big item that requires somebody with strong leg muscles to pedal it, that's all I'm saying, to raffle off, get with me, PM me. You would know my PM address if you know what I'm talking about. And holler at me, and we'll make arrangements. If you would like to do that, it would be greatly appreciated. And I'll have the elves sell raffle tickets on it, and we'll draw a raffle ticket, and somebody will get something. Anyway, this is Killer. I'm gonna go in and take care of some more stuff around the sardine can. Everybody, dog, get him in, and then try to go blog, post up some rat run pictures. Anyway, and if you've seen my last video the other day where they pulled the back tire off of that rim and saw what the tube looked like, you'll know it was a miracle I made it home from the rat run on the bike. I shredded the crap out of that tube. It looked like confetti. Anyway, this is Killer. I'm going riding with Killer. Peace, love, motorcycles. Have a great day.